Ladies and gentlemen, you knew I was going to come back to this team, especially since it did so well the first time around in Great League. I'm going to give you some spoilers. It's still going strong. I think this is the highest that Hypno Double Dark stocks have been in probably 5 seasons. So that's over like a year and a half since Hypno Double Dark has been this good. So we're going to be going into it. Obviously, that's the team that we're running. Hopefully, y'all had a great community day. I'm recording it on Saturday here, but hopefully, y'all had a good community day yesterday for Cyndaquil. I know I went out. It was a weird day, actually. Went out, did community day. While I was out there, was talking to some guy, and he said there was a Comic-Con thing happening downtown, and I was like, I don't have anything else to do. I guess I'm going to go downtown. And checked out Superhero Comic-Con, which was really interesting. So saw a lot of stuff, didn't get anything, but fun to walk around. Did a little bit of the community day there, but I was there for a few hours. So all right, anyways, if you haven't, definitely hit the subscribe button. More videos like this, especially like this, because it's going to be Hypno Double Dark, my favorite team. So let's go ahead and get into it now. So right here we have the Dragonite lead. I think if you, maybe it's IV dependent here, but if you just go straight for the Confusion Down, you can get there. You can also, this person had a little bit of weird timing, but you can also throw a move if you think it's going to get too close here. You can go 3 Confusions, and it looks like 2 is enough. They come in with Empoleon. They're going to go for the Steel Wing down. But I have double Thunder Punch, and then I'm just going to let Hypno go. I can basically get a shield back coming in with Scrafty, or I could even switch to Scrafty. Okay, I was going to say, I could even switch to Scrafty right here. Get a little bit of an energy lead going into this last matchup. It could be Skarmory, it could be like G-Fisk. Ends up being Venusaur. Actually, a weird amount of Venusaur today. I think I saw 3 Venusaurs. I think maybe only 2 with the Hypno team. And then I played another team for 2 sets, and I saw 1 more Venusaur. Saw a ton of grass, though. I saw, I think 2... Oh, man. What's the name of it? Oh, my God. What's the name? Victory Bell. I saw 2 Victory Bells as well earlier. So 5 Grassmon in 5 sets is kind of weird. I'm gonna end up going for the farm down here. They are 1 away from having 2 moves, I believe, or they might even have 2 actually right now because of the 5 set. Oh no, I am surprised this Venusaur actually lived with this amount of HP. Anyways, they're gonna come in with Empoleon. Empoleon doesn't have any more energy, and now the Venusaur also has used up all the rest of its energy, so I can actually just go for the farm down with Umbreon against the Venusaur. Oh no, Venusaur actually died right there, so yeah. Against the Deoxys, I like to bait the Shadow Ball, which means they can throw first. They do go for the Thunderbolt. That's fine. I can try to wait a turn and see what they come in with. They do actually end up coming with Lickitung. It's interesting when they come in with Lickitung what you should do, because I like to bring in Scrafty. But again, now we don't have the power-up punch, so it is a little bit more awkward. I don't really want to throw Foul Play. It's a little bit more energy intensive than something like Thunder Punch. And so it does seem like a Thunder Punch and a farm down is able to happen here, which is great. And with this extra farm down, it means that Deoxys I think is at 1 counter. So I can get to 2 Foul Plays. The second one will CMP if they do end up throwing the Psycho Boost. So 2 definitely going to be enough to KO the Deoxys, but yeah, he ends up, well, let's see if he lets it go or not. I don't actually remember. Yeah, he ends up letting it go. He comes in with Clefable. This is a huge mistake I do here. I am like, in my mind, I'm just going to save Hypno forever, or for the end, because Umbreon can't do that much, but it can actually survive a ton of charms. But then this ends up being a huge mistake. I wish I had come in with Hypno. Just try to get as much through as I could, because at this rate, my Hypno's going to end up getting Icy Winded. And they play it super smart. They actually go for the CMP on the swap. I guess I played it way too obvious. I threw 2 moves and then tried to switch, of course. It doesn't matter, though. I think We're going to be able to get one of these Thunder Punches through. Oh my god, it doesn't do anything. We're going to get 2 Thunder Punches through. We might get a third. If we get a third, we win. If we don't, we lose. I think they end up throwing here, which lets us get a full confusion through. I think this was a fatal mistake on their end. Although, I think I was 2 away anyways, and that would have been perfect timing. No, I think we would have lost if they actually just went for the farm down there. They got a little scared. Because we never get to any moves on Umbreon. Alright, Shadow Gyarados in Great League. That's a weird one. I think Axon has used that before. I don't know 100%. Someone has used it before. Maybe it was Home Slice Henry, but one of those two has used it. Or Jonkus. One of those three has used it. I know I've seen a video for it in the past, but I don't think I've used any. I end up getting a full Snarl through here on the Feraligatr. Actually, this matchup I remember being really weird because I end up going great timing here, and then I'm assuming they're going to let it go. They actually end up shielding. And then that must have been a different Feraligatr game. All right. Well, that was nice for us. I have a move now stored for whatever's here in the back. Oh, it ends up being the Gyarados. This is probably going to do about half the HP to a Shadow Gyarados. Shadow Gyarados is just so squishy. The only thing is it gets a ton of farm here. Hypno can go for Thunder Punch, is obviously double super effective, but they can get to a lot of moves here. I don't know if I want to go one Confusion and a throw, or maybe go for a shield and go for a big farm down. Looks like I'd go for the Thunder Punch route. Mainly because I think I can save a shield for Scrafty. And now I just have to kind of go for a farm down here. I'm going to shield this. Leave Hypno in because with Hypno and Scrafty, I have a ton of coverages. And I just need to make sure that I can get that damage out into the last mon. And the Gyarados is very low. And it ends up being a Darmanitan, which a Darmanitan Fire. I believe it can also be Ice. Which is really weird. I feel like if I'm going to be used Darmanitan, I might as well use literally today's Community Day for Typhlosion, which happened in my local time 5 hours from this video, because it looks like this video is taken at 8:43. I know this is at night because I did these battles like 2 hours ago. It's 11 o'clock right now. Oh, yeah. So they end up leading with Skarmory, and with Steel Wing, now you don't have this weird awkward timing. I can always just throw right when I get to the Thunder Punch, and if they throw Brave Bird at the exact same time, you lose CMP, so it actually does infinite damage, so they never do that. They always go to 9, which means I can always switch into the Umbreon, and then they always throw Brave Bird into the Umbreon. Usually they farm up a little bit more and then throw Brave Bird and then dip, but Umbreon is perfectly okay just soaking that damage. I'm looking to remove energy from whatever I can with Umbreon and allow Scrafty to sort of just go wild in the back. And I'm not going to shield this either. I'm thinking I'm going to go for the farm down, and I'll just throw Thunder Punch blind. They're not at a move on Skarmory, so they probably end up shielding. 5, 6, 7. They're at a Sky Attack right now, I think. We're going to switch to Scrafty, and I'm just going to go for farm down. And they can only get one of these off before I farm them down with counters, so he's going to go for the Sky Attack and then swap. Ends up being a Goodra. And I look at my move timing, and I'm pretty sure I can make it to 2 foul plays just because we had a 2 counter lead going into this. Plus, I end up getting the first one through, and now I'm just going to shield and go for the full counter down. Then I'll counter down the Skarmory. We don't care about their last shield. We're just going full counter. We're just going full Scrafty, which is, in my experience, a win. All right, another Skarmory just to show you that they do the exact same thing every time. They allow you to throw the Thunder Punch. They would never swap either. It really would be insane for them to swap. So they go for one more, and then they see that we swap, and then they go to max energy before I can throw a move, obviously. They throw the Brave Bird, and then they do one more, or they switch, or they just switch right away. They end up coming with Annihilate, so usually Annihilate is pretty bad against Umbreon, to be honest, because its charge attacks are resisted by Umbreon, and Foul Play is neutral, and Annihilate is very squishy. So, yeah, we usually can get a shield, but obviously they did a Brave Bird worth of damage to us, so really smart on their end. I made a huge play here, a huge call. I was like, of course they're just going to go for the double Night Slash, although it doesn't make any sense at all. I was at this point just I wasn't really making a call at this point. I was letting Hypno go because I was going to be all in on Scrafty. And if they end up baiting, they just, whatever, lose 7 counters of energy. I don't know. They played it really weird. This guy, I think, thought we were going to go for a bait because he has 2 shields here and he lets us go through, and now he can just farm down. Wait, what was in the lead? It was Skarmory? Oh, but he's out of energy. I was like, why would I shield this if there's a Skarmory in the back? But it makes sense now. Skarmory's not going to get to a move, so I can counter this all the way down. This is going to be the last charge attack coming at me. Or the last one's going to be Quagsire no matter what is what I mean. So, yeah, farm this down and that's GG. Annihilate lead. We finally want a lead? Oh, yeah, I remember this game. Jellicent and Umbreon. GG, trainer. All right. Cresselia, I just go straight into Umbreon, and here we're going to show this is absolutely not a counter to Umbreon. A little bit of weird timing here by me. I think I could have gone one more and been safe, but I could have gone one more, but I ended up going super safe play and just allowing them to get their max energy as well. Again, I guess they're just going for the boost. That was weird though, because I went for 3 snarls and we CMP'd, so they waited a turn or they lagged. One of those 2 and nothing in between. We got a shield already. Gonna end up getting a second shield here. I think I'm gonna make another call on Hypno here because this guy has a lot more HP than the last one, so he's more incentivized to go for Night Slash because he can get a double Night Slash off. And I think I do end up shielding this one. It's just, that's a lot of health for Scrafty to try to get through. Plus, I only really need 1 shield against the Cresselia. We're really hoping they don't have Moonblast. I'm going to shield the first one just in case it is. And I think this ends up being a Grass Knot, which makes me think that it's... Oh, sweet. They went into a Watermon. You know, Scrafty's got Thunder Punch now, but it doesn't do that much. So, I do get the farm down, though, which is really nice. So I am going to go into the Cresselia with a lot of energy, but I need to make sure that I'm basically, I mean, I can't change the fact of how much damage I'm getting through here, basically, but I have to hope that I can get 2 foul plays off in this time, and we have to remember they have a Grass Knot, so I think they're 1 away, but we win CMP. Oh, they're 0 away. Okay, I was counting on the, I was going to say on the day, it was 3 hours ago, but, or 2 hours ago. So I just go for the extra moves to do damage. Obviously, I was counting and I knew that we were going to CMP there and I wasn't going to be able to get to another move. So I just try to get the damage off, give Hypno a chance to go for the Thunder Punch and hope that it KOs. And I actually think it's probably pretty close, but we end up getting the KO. I think maybe would have done an extra 2-3%. Would have maybe survived. The Cresselia would have survived by then. This is the Feraligatr where things got really weird. I think we did not CMP here, so I'm going to go for 1 more. No, we did CMP. Okay. Actually, pretty good for me because they swapped, so we ended up catching up. Nice. Okay. And the timing here is really weird. I could have gone there, but I thought they were ahead. I mean, they are ahead on energy, so it's really weird that they didn't throw right away. And now it puts me in a weird position where if they shield here, I have to throw in bad timing, because otherwise they're going to outpace me by a lot later. And they actually just let it go, so I assume I can make it to last resort. They aren't running Charm or anything like that. It is Fairy Wind. Very low damage move, but high energy gain. End up coming back in with the Hypno. I have to make a call on whether or not I should shield, and I think I should, mainly for the reason from like 3 battles ago. I have a lot of coverages that I have across these 2 Mon, and right now there's a lot of shields still in play, so I need to make sure to play towards those shields. Now, Hypno, I'm probably all in on Hypno, if I'm being honest here. I don't remember this game exactly. I think I do end up going for this foul play and they don't shield, because they're saving the shield, I think, for what's the name of this Grassmon? I guess we'll see it when they're saving it for their Fairymon in the back. But the thing of it is it's getting, the Whimsicott is getting so low that I'm just going to be able to farm this down with Confusion. And I can shield here. If they go for Moonblast, hopefully we don't get the... It doesn't matter, though. We have infinite HP compared to them. Yeah, I was going to say hopefully we don't get the debuff, but... Sableye lead. Obviously this is horrific, although they are staying in. I don't want to actually throw a move because Umbreon's so neutral into everything that I think if I just have energy in the back, I can flip the back matchup. They do get a return off. I obviously go down a lot of HP. This is... I didn't see if it was... I know it's Pelipper, but I didn't see here if it actually was. I saw the flying water, which means it's Pelipper or Mantine, but obviously I played these a couple hours ago, and I did know this was Pelipper. If they go for... They've really been throwing on weird timing here. I think it's because we had so much energy, they didn't know exactly where we were at. And then I throw in bad timing here because I don't want them to get an extra wing attack and then throw. And I know I can get the shield back here. And now we have shield advantage. So that's fantastic. And I'm right at the move here, and I don't think they're at the move. So I'm going to try to go for another shield. Great. They don't get a lot of farm here when they go for the farm down. Ooh, actually does get a decent amount of farm. Yeah, he got 4 wing attacks in. So this Confusion's going to KO. This is not a... Hurricane. Oh, yeah, I've got the hat on again. I forgot to say that, yeah. No haircut today. All right, they come in with a Sableye. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with the Umbreon. I'm going to go for a massive energy lead. I'll shield this as opposed to what I did on the Umbreon because Scrafty is our finisher here. So they end up coming with a Quagsire. I have 2 Foul Plays loaded. The only thing is this is the non-shadow, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is that it's going to do a lot less damage to us. The bad thing is we're doing actually a lot less damage to them, so 2 Foul Plays doesn't KO. And now I have to go for a farm down, but again, it's not that big of a bad thing either because we can actually get that farm down, although they did have Mud Bomb, which means they aren't going to get to another move, so that is quite unfortunate for them. This Foul Play is not going to KO, but it's going to get pretty close. Probably 1 counter or 2 confusions. All right, so that is Hypno Double Dark again for this season. Yeah, I said at the beginning of the season, it's the best Hypno Double Dark has felt in... Well, I probably said in the other video that was 30 days ago at this point, but it's the best... Oh, well, it's 20 days. It's the best it's felt in a long time, and I think... After thinking about that today, it's basically been 1.5 years since Hypno Double Dark has been this good. It's been on a downfall ever since, man, like the Noctowl Medicham meta, because back then Noctowl could beat kind of the whole team. It's neutral against Umbreon. Umbreon, I think, actually wins that. Well, Skytack was a lot better back then too. I don't remember, but it's close. I think Umbreon wins that matchup, or won that matchup. Obviously, it wins Hardcore now. But Scrafty was bad against Noctowl, obviously. Sky Attack was still very strong. A lot more damage, a lot less energy. And then Medicham actually... Oh, and then it has Shadow Ball for Hypno. And then Medicham was actually not even that bad against Hypno because Hypno takes so long to get to its moves. And the pure bulkiness of Medicham is not allowing the Confusions to really do much. And the punches are terrible. The only good thing about the punches is that they give you a really good amount of coverage, which is why I'm using Thunder Punch. I'm using Thunder Punch and Ice Punch on Hypno and then Thunder Punch on Scrafty because it gives you so much just coverage, and that's really something that this team kind of lacked before. Before it was coverage in the front, bulk in the back, and then hopefully shield leads with power-up punches in the very, very back for the finishers. So anyways, I've gone long in the tooth here on this one, but yeah, really liking this team. Best it's been in a while. Definitely worth trying out. Yeah, I think I'm at 2350. So, yeah, I think I went up to like 50 points with this team in 3 sets, so that was pretty nice. Go try this out yourself. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like seeing Hypno Double Dark, hit the subscribe button because you'll probably see that every time Open Great League comes around. I'm definitely going to be playing Hypno Double Dark for 1 full day, even though today I only did 3 sets, but I'll probably end up playing it again before the end of this week. I mean, I just have so much fun playing it, so those probably won't be in another video. I like to separate those videos because there's just too much of them on this channel, I guess. But I'll definitely be playing it off YouTube again for sure. All right, see you in the next one. Thank you so much for the support on this channel.